Yo,
Salute,
yo,
salute,
yo,
salute.
man, beautiful day, man. Yo, man, first and foremost, man, let me send my, my blessings up to the Most High, man, for allowing me to be here today. You dig? Send my salutes to the brothers and sisters that are still locked away in prison, and give my honors, man, to the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birthday is today, who did a lot, you know what I'm saying, for us as African American people, you know what I'm saying, in this world. Um, Got my man, my scrappy dappy, no other than the boy Chip Low. You heard?
Done. We here, man. It's been a long time coming, man. Always. When you're amongst them real men, the men that really kind of paved the way for you to walk a certain path. So it's always an honorable experience when you get to chop it up with them individuals, man. So I salute you. I salute the chat. Salute the Mars. Salute everybody. Re79. Salute Queen. I see you done drop links and all that. Man, I'm used to being on Super Chat, but we over here, uh Frankyboo 101, Vertical Talk. We're gonna definitely get into it, man, because this topic not only hit home, this topic is pretty much right in our backyard, allegedly, per se. So, I'm let Frank shoot his spill. I definitely got a lot of questions coming from the outside looking in, and I'm quite sure it's a lot of y'all who have certain questions. Y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title. I'm quite sure everybody talking about it right now. It's it can be looked at two ways, man. And we're gonna do our best to cover both ways, the pros and the cons, as we should say.
Hey man, I mean you absolutely right, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. There's always a good and a bad and a up and a down, man. That's just how life is. You dig? I'm just more geared, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that I'm absent-minded to, you know, ploys or plays or so forth. I don't have that luxury, man. I gotta send a salute to the boy Live Brim, you know what I'm saying? He definitely one of the official teachers that you know what I'm saying, have had the honors of, you know what I mean, being amongst as a comrade, you know what I mean, from the start of the situation. And I know that, you know what I'm saying, his trajectory was the same as mine's, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, it just is what it is. What I'm happy, or seem a little elated about is the fact that he's come to the conclusion of the understanding that, enough is enough. And the time has come where, you know what I'm saying, there's greater things for him. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to reach a place ultimately where he can be at peace, mentally and spiritually, and hopefully on the outside of the, you know what I'm saying, the walls and where he's, residing now. So yeah, for that, man, it takes, what I want people to understand is that it takes a lot of courage to even do that, man. You know what I'm saying? To, denounce something that you've been a part of for so long, and yeah, so for that, I salute him, man. I salute him for the courage aspect that it takes and his road to redemption, you know what I'm saying? And hope that he finds peace, hope that he finds freedom, and hope that he finds, a movement, you know, that he can enhance and complement in the best way possible. And you know what I'm saying? For, you know what I'm saying, the brothers and the sisters that, are gonna look to him or have been looking to him, because what he did is gonna create, hopefully pockets that other individuals who, feel that it may be time to, you know what I'm saying, start something new in their life. You know what I'm saying? As he said, at a point, insanity is by doing the same things and expecting a different result. Come to that, that reality that, they're doing the same thing and they're not getting anything good out of it. And I happen to have experienced that very, very, intimately. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to those stereotypes that come with it, King. Or
I'm gonna say this right. Unless you been there, unless you walk through them, that kind of like that same path, meaning you did time in not only the state, but then you did time in the city, whatever your circumstances was. If you did time before, uh, Fed time is a little bit different, man.
Absolutely.
You know,
Whole lot
not,
different.
them Fed penitentiaries it's definitely a humbling experience, and it takes a certain fortitude of individual to kind of withstand that. My thing is this: if a person has to uh, say certain words to right their wrong, I mean, of course, some of the things that was done, you know, we can't really take back. All we can do is just hopefully, in the end, our maker uh, shows favor and forgives. But when you're trying to get home, man, to your loved ones, when you're trying to get home to society and show that you are honorable, stand up dude, you are a father, you are a grandfather, you know, please don't judge me on things or circumstances that I did when I was 15, 16 years, 17 years old, man. That's all, and that's what a lot of
Absolutely.
individuals is saying behind the walls. So now there's some people, I ain't gonna lie, depending on the nature of your crime, hey, rot for all I can, you know what I mean? Certain crimes fit uh that type of situation. But in retrospect, man, any person asking for forgiveness or any person that's asking for a way out, why is it always ridiculed and laughed upon and tarnished when the man is just trying to get home, to trying to do the right thing, put his best foot forward. You know, again, if you walk that path prior to, for you to then turn around and ridicule whatever the lie said, you gotta ask yourself, man. Check yourself and ask yourself, man. Is what you saying sensible? Do it make sense? Like, yo, man, lie, you did bad. Really? By saying, well, I'm gonna let the video play, because I don't want to put no words in that man's mouth. I want him to speak his piece the same way how he announced it. Uh, we all gonna let the audio play and let y'all hear exactly what transpired, and then we'll interject and do our due diligence to kind of go over the pros and the cons. If that sounds fair. Let me share the screen real quick. Shoot. I think it's this one. Is this playing? Oh. All right. Now I gotta go back to. I ain't do this in so long. Let me see. I see it, but I don't see it. Let me go back to it. Hold on. Why it's not playing? Oh, okay, here we go.
Father God bless him and his soul and his spirit and bless his family. He was one of the greats that adored the earth. So, let me start this out with a little scripture for you. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I used to talk as a child, think as a child, reason as a child. When I became a man, I put aside childish things. In the words of Martin Luther King, the time is always right to do right. In 2019, I wrote a book called Making Your Wrongs Right Through Prayer and Scripture. That's the path I've been on for about 18 years. Breaking news. I've been free from crime and a criminal mentality for about that long as well. However, irregardless of that fact, something was still holding me down, keeping me back. Something was still keeping me trapped and snared, a yoke of bondage placed on my neck. Well, today is January 20th, 2025, and I'm 45 years old, a big 45, and it is time to finally be free of that yoke of bondage, that trap, what has kept me dead. So today, I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. And I now walk into the light. I now throw my hat into the ring of politics. Yes, I said politics. That's where I'm going. That's where God is leading me, to finally really make a change for us as a people. I have joined the Republican Party, MAGA. Yes, I'm a MAGA Republican, officially. Once I am home, I will officially register and start voting. We've been blessed with a great opportunity in New York. From 2021, they restored our right to vote as felons. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But beyond that, I said I'm getting into politics. I'm throwing my hat in the ring to politics to bring forth true change for our people. I couldn't do it this way. With that yoke of bondage, that darkness of being blood, no matter the fact of me not being a criminal anymore, keeping it to criminal, and I now walk into the light. Now, the government itself is not corrupt. It's a system that protects the world and society from chaos. However, in this day and age, you have corrupt individuals and factions within the government that don't even see us as people. They see us as trophies. They see us as talking points for sound bites and news feed for their press conferences. And they see us as things to promote to their donors and to the constituents to use to get them reelected. Nah, we're greater than that. We're bigger than that. And we ain't going out like that. I've come to learn something. Insanity truly is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. I'm not doing crime. I'm not here promoting. I've come to learn something. Insanity truly is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I had to ask myself, I'm not doing crime. I'm not here promoting violence. I'm teaching these young people and everybody that listens to me to really be righteous, to really not do violence, to really try to make something in life. But why am I still a target? And I had to accept the truth of that. The truth is that no matter what, no matter how good we was doing, no matter how much we tried to take steps ahead in a positive direction, blood is always going to be looked at as something negative. And I understand because, yes, when I started many years ago, over 2 decades ago, it was, I'm not doing crime. However, now I was marching in the right path, something right. But it will always be looked at as something negative. It would always be looked at as something that they use to hold us back. And I can't allow that no more. That can't be. We're greater than that. We're bigger than that. We're too blessed. So today I take off the yoke of bondage, the curse of Satan, and I give it back. And I pick up the blessings of our Father God, and I walk with that. And let the record reflect I do not pass the torch to no one, absolutely no one. I will not be responsible for passing on something that I now see as negative to anyone. So don't let these people out there lie to you and say, I gave them anything, because I didn't. Because if that was the case, I would have been free from this long ago. From 2019, I've been looking for someone that I could have actually said, let me give it to. But I never seen that there was no one that I could give it to because I was fearful of the corruption and how the power would just turn to something even worse. So I held on and held on and held on to such a time as this. God made it be this way through all the betrayal, through all the lies, through all the snake and fake stuff. It brought me to this understanding to see that God wasn't cursing me. He was bringing me to be free and blessed from the curses. He showed me who's really who. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm not mad at no one. And I still maintain my stance. I don't mess with Puerto Rican Princess. I don't mess with Mrs. Take It on the Hop. I don't mess with none of them dudes. Never will ever again in life. They are liars, they're fake, and they're frauds. And they will do anything and everything for power. And I'm praying for the people that still are blinded by them. I'm going to pray for y'all so hard that God exposes them to y'all so that y'all can see, but that He saves y'all before they mess your life up. And to all the people that walked with me, that's still loyal to me, don't be upset. Don't let them lie to you. I want you to see this for the blessing that it is. And I'm not leaving y'all behind. If you followed me in that, I ask that you follow the light, live a life with the blessings, live a life free from all that junk and negativity, all that backbiting, that betrayal, and that lies for power, for people's corrupt hidden agendas. I'm going to pass on to y'all information of things that haven't been taught to us in our communities. There's a lot of things that haven't been taught to us. See, us in the urbanized community, we are in the lower class, but we're going to excel from that. Today is the inauguration of our 47th president, Donald J. Trump, and our vice president, J.D. Vance. Do not let these people out there lie to y'all about Donald Trump. He's one of the greatest. God blessed him. See, in Hebrew, the word shofar means the trumpet. And when the trumpet was blown, that was the coming of war or the sign of something to come for the MAGA movement. We have to make America great again. A lot of us and our families came from different places in the world, but we're now here in America. And as Americans, we are the people. And what I want you to know is the government works for us. We pay taxes, especially in New York. Y'all pay state and local taxes. There's an acronym called SALT, SALT. That stands for state and local taxes. So y'all paying more higher taxes than other states because all states don't have this. New York, New Jersey, and California has it. And y'all need to get y'all bang for your buck. Every time y'all go to the store and y'all purchase something, or when you work, they taking taxes out from you. And you're not getting nothing out of it because they haven't taught people how to vote and how to hold the legislators and the people. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, if I pronounced it properly, they are the ones who populated the world. We are all one, coming from Noah all the way from Ham, Shem, and Japheth to Abraham. Do your research. Take some time, study, and learn. We deal with marriage. You have to be good to excel in life. God says in the Word, he who does not labor does not eat. We don't deal with false entitlements because you're black, because you're gay, because you're Hispanic, that you must be included. You know what that does to our people? That gives you a false sense of entitlement, and it gives you a chance to be lazy and say, "Oh, me, pick me, or hire me, or do this for me because I'm this." And that leads us to people that are incompetent. Trying. So on this day, I gladly accept these blessings and take these blessings. I'm now a big 45. It's Martin Luther King Day celebration, and it's the inauguration of our blessed President Donald J. Trump. So I walk out of the darkness and into the light, fullness of these blessings, to finally put God first, my family second, and then my country. Yes, America. I turn in my red bandana for the American flag that has been given to me as a true patriot of America, as a born American. My mother was born here, I was born here, my grandmother was born here, and so forth. And I'm going to continue to fight for us now, finally able to fight for us in the light and urban. I'm going to truly fight recidivism. I'm going to fight for them to bring more jobs to our community. I'm going to fight for them to bring more educational programs so that we can excel in life and be a part of this great movement. And I ask you all to look at it for the blessing it truly is. Join up. I ask you to study. And for those of you that choose to stay behind, stuck in that, I have no
You
qualms.
have 1 minute left.
And I don't see you as anything less than me. I'm not going to deal with self-righteousness and say because I'm walking into the light, I'm better than you. What I'm going to do is pray God blesses you and saves you. But for me, now, God said to repent is to do a 180, to actually turn from something. So I'm turning in a 180 all the way from that. I'm not going to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out and allow these people to destroy the promise and the blessings that God gave to us as an inheritance of his children. Those days are over. So I finally today accept the blessings of my birthday and celebrate it in the fullness on the celebration of Martin Luther King Day and the great inauguration of Donald J. Trump. God bless you all. Peace and blessings. Stay tuned. There's much more to come and a lot of information that I will share.
Thank you, producer.
Word.
All right, let me the hell do I, oh, okay, here we go. All right. So, y'all heard from the great Brim, his stance. And of course, like I told y'all when this live first started, right? That we was gonna go the pros and the cons of everything you just heard. I'm trying to think where to start. I was kind of cool with everything he was saying until he interjected politics in. Because with politics comes corruption, it comes chaos, it comes the other thing, things that you're trying to escape from. You kind of put yourself back in that limelight. But other than that, like changing your life and doing what's right and being a patriot and all that other stuff. Hey, salute, keep pushing. But when you say those things, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm getting it. My path has now led me to politics under the great Donald Trump. To me, right there, that's it kind of like denounces all the things that you're trying to promote because you tie it in with kind of buffoonery. Like it shouldn't matter who the president, what the president. It matters that you righteously made a choice and a decision to go positive, to hell with who the president gonna be. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I could dig it. Yeah, facts. You dig, and opinions always have to respect it. Don't have to agree with them or whatever the case may be. Me, man, I just tend to utilize a tad bit more of optimism, when it comes to individuals, you know what I'm saying? Because I always, try to step outside of my shoes and step inside of their shoes. And with that reality of just listening to what he was saying, know and understand that brains don't click like each other's brains in totality. Ways that you think I may not think, you know what I mean? And that goes to with anybody. So how he may see his transition into who he is now attempting to become or has uh been becoming in the past few months or years, whenever that transition started to happen and occur, how he equated, the politically correct arena, so to speak, of, politics as far as, being able to deal with borough presidents and, councilmen or even the likes of presidents in order to change certain situations in the community, then, I respect it if it's coming from that angle, bro. You dig? Because, I mean, I just know how it is to be stereotyped or to try to minimize or to take, or for someone to try to minimize or to take away from the conscious thought that another person may have of actually trying to do something right, though they came from a long line of bad shit, and I have to place myself in that equation because I came from a long line of bad stuff. And it's this is so crazy, so ironic that even like right before you got at me or whatever the case may be, I'm talking to one of my bros, man, Tony, and he was telling me about how, and when I came home, and me and him linked up and how he was getting calls and people that he run into, and they said, "Yo, boy, I hear you dealing with such and such. Hey, yo, boy, watch such and such. Yo, that dude is and bop, bop." And he like, "Yo, listen, I don't see that, man. That ain't him now. You dig?" And he at a point he said, "Yo, bro, would you talk to individuals?" I said, "Yo, bro, I ain't got no issues," but I understood where their sentiments was coming from because I understand, like you may understand, who I was in the past, what type of lifestyle I truly lived in the past that has created if not an enmity, but a dislike or whatever the case may be in some individuals, regardless of them not even being able to take accountability that they probably did something that warranted me doing what I did because I didn't just do things for happenstance. But that's the other side. So again, man, I'm not here to really judge. I'm here to promote and to, compliment, the decision that the bro has ultimately made. If that's a decision that he's standing on 10 toes down to start to transition and transform himself into a better version of himself in order to assist, compliment, and help others that are coming from the same communities that we have, of deprived or taken from, then yo, bro, man, I salute, man. I salute that transition. I just, I also just want to say because my transition also started right where he's at now. May Allah continue to bless him. Um, but it's going to come with its own downfalls as well. And he was, he said something very important about, asking, the brothers and the sisters uh, that followed him while he was, while he had that yoke of a banner on of his neck, to not look at him and think that he's rejecting them or neglecting them now. He's basically, saying what I said at the end of it, yo, man, it's too much. I done did y'all for so long, man. Now it's about time for me to do me. And a lot of people are not going to understand that because of their own selfishness, because of their own misery, because of their own, emotional ways of thinking, and they're gonna feel like they're being deprived. So there were situations that you hear me say on other platforms that I had to really, and this is why I commend him on the courage of even, he did a two-part. Not only did he just denounce, what I'm saying, something that we've both played major parts in for a major part of our lives. The second component was that, he openly, what I'm saying, say that he gave his self and he's given his life to, what I'm saying, God. And when it comes to, the lifestyle that we live, man, number one, to, what I'm saying, say that you don't want to be a part or have to do with certain individuals again, or certain or a certain entity of that situation anymore longer, is an issue. And then people look at you weak as like, what? Yeah, you want some old spiritual because people are so in tune to trying to play tough. You dig? And so I definitely found that to be, yeah, I salute that. You dig what I'm saying? That, what I'm saying, he was able to not only, denounce or follow his path, his spiritual path on the spiritual journey of redemption, but also be able to, acknowledge that and convey it for, all to hear, and for him to be able to say that, he don't want anybody to feel away, but that's not going to be the likes of it. You know what I mean? And I just want to say that if this is a road that he's truly, walking down, especially in a place that he is, man, he's going to have those issues because, well, let me stop. Let me strike that. Hopefully he doesn't have those issues, and what issues that I had and I am familiar with, because people felt that, guess what, they were going to dictate how FB was going to do his time in order to hopefully one day get back free to society and to his family and to the peoples that stood tall for him outside of those walls. So yeah, they attempted in ways to, try little things that, or say things that I say, you heard me say, in last platform, yo, listen, man, if it was the OFB, I'd already did what I had to do, because you playing and you don't even understand the way where I'm going to take it or how far I'm going to take it, because you think it's a game, because you think, because somebody else has tried to amp you up to do something that you're not prepared to do to an individual like me. I'm not going to allow that to happen. And by the grace of Allah, as you hear me say, I'm too keen on energy, or he's allowed me to be so keen on energy that I picked up, or I had people in places that informed me or let me know that, yo, boys is trying to make a move, or boys is this. But my thing is, yo, bro, I ain't doing no ducking. I'm here. I'm on every yard. I'm on every law library. I'm where I need to be. I'm going to the listen, Playboy. Listen, you're gonna do it. You better do it. And I hopefully I don't see it coming, because if it is that way, it's going. But the brothers that was around me, we ain't playing. So by the grace of God, I made it through that. As I hope that if this transition, or this walk that he's on, he goes, I hope that, the Father, fortifies him as well, to be able to, get through it, and to navigate through, the misery and the trials and tribulations that, other miserable individuals are gonna try to, present, towards him. You know what I mean? Because, again, as you say, we come from a line of things that we've done, man, to other people. So, you know what I mean? Some of those people are now gonna feel that, guess what? Yo, okay, you ain't got the numbers no more. So, you know what I mean? They kind of, their thinking goes out the window, because they don't know that he's still a individual threat, you know. But that again, people start to count maybe the ways that, okay, now I got the shot to get back for something that you may have done, or or didn't do, or had part in, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, man, it's good. It's definitely gonna be a road, so me and the brothers definitely in my prayers, but it is what it
Once,
is.
once you're on a mission, right? Once you on whatever mission it is, whether it's spiritual, whether it's warfare, when you're on a mission, you definitely gonna have trials and tribulations that come along with it. Uh,
Facts.
Again, shout out to that brother, and I pray that whatever the circumstances is, he do make it home. At the end of the day, it's all about getting home and then, putting your money where your mouth is. Show your loved ones that, yo, I'm not that no, I'm not this no more. I am this. I am what I should have been from the get go. It's just that circumstances arrived and the canine in me uh I turned certain situations a little more worse than what it should have been.
Yo, brother, listen, we came up hard. You dig?
Yeah.
And lies a little younger than me. You dig what I'm saying? However, man, like people, a lot of individuals, maybe of this era or later on, they don't understand. Like we really came through. Like I use the analogy of Andy Dufresne on Shawshank Redemption. A lot of good men, man. We've actually came through 200 yards of pure uncut crap, and has now gotten to that other side. You understand? And yo, listen, this is not you know, uh to like, glorify anything of that nature or utilize that as, an ongoing excuse for individuals to continue to be doing, things that are, negative to not just, the community, but just negative, period. It's just to say, man, and I take this from the brother Tut, is like, we quick, when we get in this situation, let's just use something simple as getting drunk. I know you've done it, I've done it, been drunk to a point, especially as adolescents when we was drinking them OEs, get drunk to the point, or that Cisco, get drunk to the point that we're praying to God, man, forgive me, God. This man, get this off of me. I ain't drinking no more. Something as little as that. You dig? We get in our times. A lot of us as gangsters who act like, yo, we ain't afraid of nothing, or so forth and so on. When you get them hot ones, or that person put that knife in you in the way, and you don't even know if it's hitting anything vital. You just know you got hit in a specific spot that it could, and you're thinking that you might die. Please, God, don't let me die. You dig? So that same forgiveness, you dig, that you can ask him in your time of adversity or your time of pain or the time that you're at your lowest. Allow somebody else to do that same thing, man. You know what I mean? So again, you heard me say earlier, man, step outside of your shoes and take the opportunity to at least, put your toe in another person's shoes to try to understand. You dig? Maybe listen, because I'm a flip coin dude. You dig? One side is head, one side is tail. Who knows? Like my man, you dig what I'm saying? 10 4 facts used to say, I want to believe the brother. I want to believe you. You dig? So, so who knows? For any other naysayers, is it a ploy from the get up? Okay, whatever. It may be a long exploit. Maybe he really finds it something. I don't know. I'm not here to pass the negative judgment. I'm here to say, yo, listen. If this is the road of redemption that you're on, the transition that you're now on, and you're taking these steps by doing what you just did, I salute you. I salute you. And I hope that others can find it in their hearts, you know what I mean, to stop placing themselves in that, position of just being, negative or pessimistic towards an individual because of what light you've seen them in the past. You dig? Point blank, period. You know, people can change. When they change, it's up to them, or I guess up to the most high to basically instill it in them, at that moment because he knows best. But yo, man, we all flawed, man. You know what I'm saying? We know this. Anybody that reads the Bible, the Quran, we was born imperfect. So let's stop acting. That's another thing with people saying they real, but you steady running around here trying to judge people and you not looking in the mirror and counting your own bullshit. What you're doing? What are you doing? You may not have done what I did, or what Chip Lowe did, or what La Brim may have done, or any other person, but you done did some things, and it may not be in the light. You may have done some more crazier things. Who knows? You might be a closet monger. You dig? You just ain't been all right then. So yeah, let's stop throwing that stone. You dig? Let's sit back sometimes and pay attention and see like, damn, oh, he's still walking that walk. Wow, he's still talking that talk. And and try to promote more of okay, yo, if that's what you want, man, I commend you, man. Let me assist you. Because that way, that's a support that makes him want to go even further and helps other people get the same courage and feel unafraid. Because like when I was in a pen, they said, y'all got there, they telling little bros that wanted to go to programs that you can get a year off. You could actually get time off your prison sentence, but the little brothers are scared because you got other dudes on your, oh, that's where all the rats is at. Yo, man, y'all, we as such and such don't go to those programs because you looked at funny and it's that. They're like, what? That's not the blood life that I came from. We did our studies. We did our studies. We know our lingo. We practiced Black history. We did everything to uplift who it is that we were, we're striving to be in that era of oppression. So where did it get that we started telling little brothers and sisters that you can't go to law, you can't go to the challenge, you can't go to art, you can't go to these programs that can assist you and complement you into seeing where you may have had or you may have had the qualities or characteristics of super optimism, you dig, or power orientation, you dig, or cognitive indolence, and so forth and so on, to better understand that you were trapped in a mindset that you've been conditioned to, you dig, and most likely from your urban lifestyle of upbringing, you did. But that can be changed the same way that you was conditioned. You could be reconditioned. So yeah, bro. Again, man, that's what that is for me, bro.
I will say this, right? For those individuals that don't understand the gang life, like some of us was true animals prior to any gang. I mean, was just raised as a damn wolf, or as as they say, an ape or gorilla, whatever you want to consider yourself. You was
raised like
as that.
hyenas, my dude. We didn't have to be mad to eat food, Chip. We laughed while we ate a lot of plates, homie. So that's the difference. But not to glorify. Go ahead, get back to what I just wanted to say. Dudes was hyenas, man.
I think a lot of individuals is judging through the perception of, well, maybe they might have joined the gang for protection.
Wow.
So if they looked at it as they joined it for protection, and now one of the people who they looked up to is now denounced, now you got to fend for yourself. Oh yeah, oh man, why is such and such? Because they lost their leader. They
absolutely
themselves never was that one who was the star in their movies. They lived off other movies. I mean, so
absolutely.
I mean, I must respectfully say this for those individuals, man, who did their time prior to any gang touching the penal system. If you was in the 4 building prior to Blood and Crip, and well, they did have the Kings. You knew at that time, if you wasn't a get busy person, then you was fooled. So again, your instincts is either eat or be ate. And a lot of times when you're in them circumstances, you kind of lose. You're in another realm, another reality. You're not yourself. So again, I apologize to everybody who I've violated, majorly throughout them times, man. But again, that was 30 plus years ago. I'm not on them type of times no more. It's probably locked somewhere in a dormant portion. It's probably, it's definitely still there for me to get active. But I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I'm lucky enough to say I'm a grandfather. If a man is trying to get home, him or her are trying to do whatever to get home, let them. Let them. Whether it's a lie or the truth, let them take their shot of freedom. You the type that I'm not saying you, but the people that's frowning upon this, those are the people that is contacting the parole board like, yo, you should let him out because he's, what type of fucking clown shit is that, man? And for a
Well,
person to tell you,
yo, Chip, we gotta be fair, bro. Like you dig, because and I'm like I say, bro. A lot of my conveyance is coming from my experience, so I know what it is for people to call into the parole board or write letters to say, I believe he's not ready to be released. I know what it is for the administration to do that as well. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to take away, from a person that was affected, that I affected in a negative way, or that anybody else may have affected in a negative way, to just say that they shouldn't have an opinion or thought. I could understand your sentiments. However, in that same aspect, you dig, when we speak on a realistic aspect of people being real, and this could be a civilian in their own right believe they're real. They feel that I go to work every day, I donate to charities, I go to
your mic underwater now.
then I have to say, well, also being real is being able to.
Yeah, I don't know where you at. You probably in the backwoods somewhere, man. You know, y'all forgive his T-Move mic at the moment. You know, let me hold him down while he gain reception. But yeah, for anybody that has, we about 46 minutes in. For the first time, what we are gonna do is we're gonna open up the I'm gonna open up the chat. If somebody want to come up here and just let us know your opinion. Because maybe me and Frank, we kind of too close to the situation to really state how we feel. For y'all who don't know kind of what's going on, or the politics of gang life or anything like that, and y'all just from your point of view, from where you're sitting at, how do you see it? Do you think it's a ploy? Do you commend the man for denouncing his flag and trying to fly the straight and narrow, or by far, are you one of the ones that's like, what, once a criminal, always a criminal? What's your take? Like I said, I'm gonna drop the link. If you want to pull up, by far, pull up. We on Vertical Talk. Let's get it. Let's get it moving, man. This is anybody, whoever feel they want comment, about anything, man. Like by all means, at one point in time, crime has affected you in some way, shape, form, or fashion in your life. So, did it affect you to the point where whoever was the culprit who violated you, or that you violated, do you feel that they should be forgiven? Or, is there no forgiving these individuals? Fuck them. Let them ride in jail. Like, what's your take? Whether you're a live Brim fan or a live Brim hater, at this point in time, the line is open. Y'all could click the link. As long as you show your face, we got no problem letting you on the platform and speak your spill, man. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all definitely held us down. The watchtower, salute, Lodi. Uncle Nick, salute. You already, man. King Crego, you already, man. the heart. The Bender Buddy. Let me see who else in the chat. GP on the tube, salute. And of course, V79 still holding us down on the back scene. One of the greatest mods ever. But yeah, what's y'all opinion, man? We need some assistance while FB get his phone situated. I don't know if FB, you good? I don't know if his internet, cut out. Sometimes, especially on StreamYard, man. StreamYard, we paying y'all too much money for you to be having technical difficulties on important topics. We sit here doing our best to enlighten the people on a good topic. This is something that is impactful. This is something that's knowledgeable. I don't think we're kind cursing. This should be one of them episodes that sure enough get monetized and kind of they show to the youths that you can change, man. No matter where you start from, no matter what the circumstances is. As far as some things that La might have said that I don't specifically agree with, again, it just falls back on the politics aspect. As far as I think he said something like, create more jobs. Y'all know my spill on create more jobs. You create more jobs, there's more taxes that's being paid. The more taxes that's being paid, you just gave the administration a raise. Whoever it is, the president, the vice president, Congress, governors, mayors, they get paid off by taxes. So if you got employees and they're paying taxes, you're funding their wages. So any politician that come in and say, I'm gonna create more jobs, I look at them sideways, man. Tell me that you want to help create more small businesses so that we all can be business owners. So we all can dictate how much money we're gonna pay in taxes at the end of the year. We get most of our money up front. Tell us that. Tell us, some of them loopholes. Explain to us one of the new laws that you trying to put out as far as, if a male or if a female takes her baby father down for child support, that male can now claim the child on taxes. Let's talk about them laws. Let's talk about those things that affect, our brothers and sisters upcoming. But again, the goal is to get businesses, man. Whatever it is, get your small business. Even if you start out super, super small, if you get yourself to the point where you saving, this is saving. If you can save $250 a month, I'll show you how to get $1 million saved. I'll show you what investment to put it in. You just follow suit, and you have $1 million saved in no time. I don't know where Frank got. He's stuck in the matrix somewhere. Like I said, we've been up here 52 minutes, almost an hour. It's been my pleasure not only to hang out with FB, but to have the discussion, to be able to speak on Live Brim and his decisions and so on and so forth. Going forward, anytime there's breaking news or anything like that, dealing with individuals that we have close ties to, we'll do our best to get that information out to you as soon as possible, no matter what we kind of got going on. Let me see. Other than that, shoot, we got 12 in the building. It's looking kind of fake. I don't see nobody hitting the link. So on that note, again, I'm still waiting for FB to see if he. I don't know if he refreshed the screen. He might have got a phone call. A lot of times people wait till you get online to call your phone, and that kind of throws off your internet and your connection and so on and so forth. Not quite sure what next live is coming up that we're about to do, but y'all stay tuned. March the 15th, man. Every time you hear me talk, you're gonna hear me save the date. March the 15th. We doing our best to represent all of all our fallen soldiers, the soldiers and the soldierettes, the loadies and the loadettes, anybody who pretty much lost their lives throughout this movement, anybody who's currently ill and fighting for their life throughout this movement. It's always, 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 this legacy is our legacy. There's no low left behind, man. So, shout out to Thirst, happy born day again. Rack Low, awesome event yesterday. You and all the Lodies put on as far as Low Goose or the Deuce. But yeah, man, we're looking at doing bigger, better, more events coming, uh, more guests, and so on and so forth. We're gonna do our best to kind of keep everybody informed, aligned, and like Live Brim said, make not only America great again, but make content creating great again. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let me see.
Yo,
Yeah, you must have got a phone call. You must have got a phone call because you was in the Matrix for a minute.
Jimmy?
Yeah, we get you.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't him. I wasn't hearing you, or you probably wasn't hearing me. I don't know. You was hearing me?
No, no, we definitely wasn't hearing you.
Yeah, I don't know what the joint just blanked out. You know what I mean?
Jay,
Hold
salute,
on.
K. But yeah, pretty much we almost got an hour in. Like I was just telling the
Yeah.
people, stay tuned for further episodes. Any and everybody, when you get a chance, right? It helps the content creators grow if you comment after the live. Like commenting during the live, that's super. That's super dope. Well, commenting after the live, that shows interaction. That pushes the content creator further along in the algorithm. So if anybody, let's just say, typed in live Brim, right? If y'all, those who are in the chat, if you commented after the video, this video will be probably one of the videos that's in the top 3 as far as what to search for. That's how powerful it is. So do us a favor, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so that it'll notify you. Next time we go on live, or next time we'll be on a platform. But engagement after the live, that's critical, man. Listen, and we will always respond to anybody who engages after the live. Please, 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 to the utmost. Let me show you how important it is, right? Let's do a little bit of YouTubing, for example. YouTubing, just like any of these other social media apps, is a form of income. So you can still work your regular job, but if you got an active YouTube page and you get monetized, let's just say you are not the biggest of content creators, but you sat down there and you got your channel to the point where it produces $500 monthly checks for you, right? Out of that 500, take 250, put it in a IUL. I'm gonna say put it in a UVL. That's a form of an investment. They average, a little over 10% of the interest. That 250 in a 5-year time period, you saving every single month would turn into almost $1 million that you got saved just off of the interest. Don't touch the money, just off of the interest. Live off that. Retire from your job, because that's gonna pay you at least minimum $83,333.33 a month. Tax free. Tax free.
Financial.
Listen,
Financial wisdom.
I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I don't know about nobody else, but you should be here to make money. The goal should be to supplement your income, to work at your business. If talking is your business, then put your money where your mouth is, man. Talk your talk and get paid for it. If rapping is your business, rap your rap and get paid for it. Here, the beautiful thing is they got the bank. YouTube, TikTok, IG, they got the bank. The bank
Facts.
is open. They sending you open checks. You dictate how much of that check you're gonna take. So now
Yep.
what you gotta do is just like we used to do back in the day. At your FB, such and such store is wide open. They got one security guard that's a female.
That's another app. That's another app. The day work is the night. So, yo, man, for the fans, man, for my viewers, for my peoples, man, big salutes, man, to the boy like Brim, man. You know what I mean? I believe in you and I want to believe you. You dig, you the comrade. So, yo, man, I wish you nothing but, you know what I'm saying, the utmost blessings. You heard? To the brothers in the walls and the sisters in the walls, man. Keep the energy, keep the faith alive, keep your prayers going up so the old head of sinners blessings down, man. Um, Again, man, happy birthday to the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King. I appreciate everything that you've done in your past in order to make my future a little bit brighter when it comes to understanding what you did and how you attempted to do it for us as African American people. You know what I mean? Chip, you got anything to say on the go out?
Yeah, if y'all look at the screen, y'all see that $ War Guard 101. That's the Cash App, man. You know, you can generously donate to the channel. The proceeds that we receive through donations, we use it to bless families, man. We use it to bless the brothers and sisters behind the wall. We use it to feed the homeless. We use it to do book bag drives for kids going back to school. We use those funds to
And one
help
more.
other people.
And one
So,
more.
you
We
know,
use it, we use it to better enhance the quality of what it is that we do to come to you on these platforms. You dig what I'm saying? The microphones, you know what I'm saying, the lines. So therefore, you know, the viewers, we can interact with y'all. So, you know what I mean? Again, man, we're not looking for no handouts. Hand up if you have it to give. Assist us in doing better in the things that we are, you know what I'm saying, journeying in and delving into to make the experience of life better for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know, do what you can, when you can, how you can. You know, and with that being said, man, you heard this is FB with my boy Chip signing out Vertical Chalk, man.
no doubt. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all stay up.